Grab your antiques and your favorite collectibles. Here from Rick's Trading Post is Rick Keating, ready to take you on an antique roadshow full of history, full of fun. It's Rick's Trading Post Tuesdays. I'm so happy to welcome Rick. Good morning. So great to have you on the show.
Thank you.
So I say move over, American pickers, because we have Rick's Trading Post Tuesday, and you are going to bring you're going to bring our viewers some really, really cool collectibles that not only they're going to see here, but we're going to tell them where they can go in store to see you.
Sure.
And talk about how you even do house calls for people. So you did, Rick, what a lot of people would love to do, and that is turning your hobby into a business. So how did you get started in the antique business?
Well, when I was a kid growing up in Venice, I fished all the time. And just over time, I started accumulating fishing tackle.
Yeah.
And just, it seemed like I had like 80 tackle boxes in my garage, and my father said, you know, you have to downsize the tackle boxes. It just became too much. So I had to consolidate them and do a few tackle boxes. And what I didn't know is the lures that I had and the reels, they were all collectible. They were from like the 40s and 50s. And
well, you say you had a book and you're going through the book and you're like, wait a minute, I've got that one. And you're kind of checking them off as you go down the list and realizing that you really do have a lot of collectibles.
Sure. And you know, when I started collecting fishing tackle, I was 14 years old. I didn't see the book until I was like 27.
Wow.
So, you know, I went through the book looking at the fishing lures going, I've got that one, I've got that one. So, you know, again, it created more interest for me.
Anything that we're looking at here, does this bring us back to your days in Venice? Is this anything you had when you first started out still that we're looking at?
Actually, this tackle box, it's made of solid wood, was carved and made in Venice, Florida.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Wow, very cool. Well, let's start on the end here. I want to make sure we get everything in.
Okay.
What in the world is this?
This is a line dryer. Well, you don't have to use this today because we have monofilament line. But back in the day, they had linen lines, so they had to take the line off the fishing reel and dry it.
Oh, my goodness.
So it didn't rot, or so it wouldn't work well the next time they fished.
My, how things have changed. Okay, what about this up here?
This right here, I've got a lot of tackle boxes, just the cardboard boxes. Think about it, when you would buy a fishing tackle lure back in the 30s and 40s, you would take the lure and put it in the tackle box and throw the box away.
Yeah.
So the boxes themselves are quite collectible. You know, like Heddon and Creek Chub and Shakespeare. There's a lot of different types of fishing manufacturers that made their boxes.
And how about up here? What are we looking at in the front here?
Okay, these are antique fishing reels. This one's made in Kentucky, and actually this is an interesting story. Kentucky manufacturers, they were watchmakers and clockmakers, and in like the 20s and 30s, they saw a opportunity to make fishing reels, and these are the highest quality you could possibly ever get.
Wow.
And this is a ambassador reel, and this one right here is from Michigan.
Now I can imagine over time, you know, are you able to just look at something and immediately know the value of it after you've been doing it for so long, or is it still something you need to go and do some research on to figure out?
Some things I have to, you know what I mean? It's like over time you see so much of it that you can just look at it and go, okay, that's a Creek Chub, that's a Heddon, you know, that's an ambassador reel. But listen, I'm not an expert on everything, and I don't think anyone is. So yeah, sure, I have to do research to find certain things out. It's a learning process.
It's got to be pretty exciting, too, because I'm sure you get a lot of surprises, a lot of things that you maybe haven't seen before when you get these house calls or somebody shows up into your location, right?
Absolutely. That's the thrill of the chase. You know, walking into the house, God, what do they have? You know, I want to see what they have, you know. And I'll tell you what, I've been surprised a lot of times.
What are we looking at right here?
That's a Finor fly reel, and that was probably made in the 1950s, super high quality, and it's very collectible.
Is everything that we're looking at, you have a brick and mortar location, right? Where are you located?
Correct. Right across the street from the Edison Mall, right on 41. It's on Courtney Drive. Here's
the address right here, and a phone number, and a website as well if you'd like to learn more on Rick's Trading Post. So is this all stuff that people can see in the store when they come in to see you? Do you have it on display in the store, or? This
is about 5% of what I have in my store. I've got cases full of fishing tackle,
Okay, and what about right here? What is this?
Are you talking about the bigger reels or the?
Yeah, is this the same as what we're looking at here?
This reel goes in this case, and that red reel goes in this case. But these reels right here, these were real popular in the 50s and 60s again, because they thought they had to have huge reels to catch huge fish.
Yeah.
So engineering and, you know, the evolution of reels, they're about half that size now.
So do you offer, if somebody has something like this in their garage or a collectible, do you offer free appraisals when they call you in, or how does that work?
Absolutely, because if they have fishing tackle like this, you got to find the value out on it, and I can do that. It's a free thing that I do for people here in the local area.
And what is the best way if somebody has an antique that they want to get appraised? Should they call you? Should they go to your website? Or what is the best way to get in touch with you to do so?
Facebook. You can my website, You can come to my store. You can call me on my phone number. I'll be more than happy to help you out.
Okay, and Rick is
Yeah.
also going to help you out with a special offer. If you mention the Morning Blend, you can get 10% off. So certainly take advantage of that. Mention the Morning Blend and take advantage of your special offer. Rick, I'm so excited to have you back for Rick's Trading Post Tuesdays. We're going to learn so much and have so many more cool collectibles to show everybody next Tuesday. So thank you so much for
You
being
bet.
on the show
Thank you
today.
very
We look
much.
forward to
I
having you
appreciate
back.
it.
We'll go ahead and send it over to Carly.
I cannot tell my husband about your store. We're going to be in trouble. All right, up next, think green when cleaning. Made Pro of Southwest Florida is back to tell us why they are not only cleaning our homes, but cleaning the environment too. Stay with us.